my experience flying Rwanda Air, because sometimes you go see fly Rwanda Air on CNN, you go to think say na better airline. Like, I mean, no disrespect to them, na better airline, but and their food nice, to be honest. I don't want to compare them to another one where I enter when no get screen where if you watch this thing. But my problem with Rwanda Air is that they don't keep to time. Not in Lagos, not in Kigali. So I was flying to London, right? And I don't get money for direct flights. So I said, okay, this Rwanda airline, make I enter. And I paid almost 800K for one-way trip. It's not like, maybe, some of us got residence in this country, so we can fly one way. But if you get visa, not try and move. You go try one way with visa. Anyway, this is not me brag. I'm just saying. I bought one-way ticket, almost 800K. My friend Furnaces helped me run up, connect with him, So I bought the ticket, and the day of check-in reached. I went there. I didn't really see much people at the counter, so that was when I started thinking, because I know Nigerians, they travel. So only when it comes to UK, so I look like, okay, Rwanda is like the cheapest today that I've seen, and I'm not seeing too many people around the counter. And I came early. You understand? I came there very early, right? I didn't see people at the counter, so I was like, okay. But I said, let me not judge too early. Let me just follow the protocol and see how we can all enter into the Elo on board. And then the check-in was seamless. We went there. We did all we had to do. Went to the area of boarding and we sat down. I mean, flight was 2:45. That was the scheduled time for the flight. That was, we all waited for that time. And it was 2:45. They've never called us to come on board. And nobody has come to address us to say, oh, so sorry, this is what's happening, blah, blah, blah. Nobody came out to say shit. I'm talking Rwanda Airline now, just for the records. So we were there, and it was a few minutes past 3 p.m., 15 minutes later. They announced. Nobody came out to say anything. And then they said, oh, if you are going to Rwanda and you booked online, stay this side. If you have boarding pass, come this side. Those of us with boarding pass, they should consider the flight. I don't know what happened to the rest of the team now. But we were still managing. Nigeria, once you know affect you, concern you. I'm sorry why I forget those people safe. Me, I was already angry, like, what kind of nonsense is this? I'm doing a 1 hour stopover in Kigali, and another 8 hours, 1 minutes flight from Kigali to London. So why should I be, stressing myself like this and all that? Anyways, long story short, we move. Kigali, here we come. We landed at Kigali, and our plane in Kigali was already on ground. Don't forget, was supposed to land in Kigali originally 9:25 p.m. and then board the flight 10:25 p.m. So we have a 1 hour layover. But because our darling Rwanda Air didn't come take off on time, we got to Kigali and we had to go straight to board the plane. It was a bit stressful, but come on now. London is the destination. So we move. We enter inside the plane in Kigali on time, boarded on time this time, right? Because as soon as we got to the door, boarded on time. So when we boarded, it was 10:20. Okay, I said, okay, I'm going to rev this engine for 5 minutes and then we'll take off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we didn't move until to 1. Yeah, I think it was to 1. I was shocked. Again, nobody came to say nothing. Rwanda Air. So if you guys see this video, just know it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse, bro. It gets worse. So you can respect that piece. That's why I'm saying this. It gets worse. We fly. Somehow we were supposed to land in London 8 a.m. We landed in London 7 a.m. I'm like, okay, this is fast. Ladies and gentlemen, we move. So in my heart, I concluded that That delay that we had inside the flight was probably because we didn't land Kigali on time and they were trying to transfer our bags. That was why I concluded. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We land in London, go to baggage claim, waited for almost an hour, nothing, and then an information leaks that our bags were still in Kigali, that it wasn't brought. And what was the reason? The plane was full. Bruh, the plane I entered, I was the only one on my seat. I mean, there were 2 seats. A guy was supposed to, somebody, was supposed to sit close to me, but it was empty. And a whole lot of other seats inside the flight. So how did the luggage fill the plane when you could not even get passengers to fill the plane? And then now we had to fill a form and we are waiting for our bags. So as I talk to you now, the things I bought for my kids, bags, still in Kigali, allegedly. We don't even know if they took off from Lagos. So I'm still waiting as I'm making this video. As at the time of making this video, at the time of our Lord Jesus Christ, on Thursday, the 10th day of July 2025, my bag is allegedly still in Kigali at 9:47 p.m. Thank you, Fly Air Rwanda. That's your own whiskey.